Hey guys, it's Ben here. Today I want to welcome you to a very special episode of our Pro Cyclist Mode because finally, after 3 seasons, we are starting our first Grand Tour, the Giro d'Italia 2021. I've been looking forward to this one for over a season in this Pro Cyclist now because I wanted to go towards that first Grand Tour and perform at the highest degree as possible. We are in the shape to do that. We've got an amazing shape. I think 100% fitness, but I'm not sure about it. I'll check in a second. 21 stages, and the parkour is quite amazing. Let's go over every single stage and look at what the most important parts are, where we need to strike, and then fly into the first few stages. I honestly can't tell which variant this is. I think this is the 2004 Giro d'Italia, but I'm very much not sure about that, so I can't really tell you. Anyway, let's go over them one by one, these stages, and see what's up. We start off with an ITT. Looks very interesting. I love starting with an ITT because we've got decent ITT stats, so it is as perfect as it can be. In the second stage, we go from Pioltello to Varazze. It is a flat stage. Got a bit of a hill near the end there, but I'm not sure that will... Holy crap, that's a Passo del Turchino from Milano Sanremo. Very long climb, not gonna do anything pretty much. This is gonna be a sprint most likely. The third stage is already magnificent. This looks really good. Honestly, the parkour of this Giro is just magnificent in total. But this one from Varazze to Massa has 4 climbs in it that are noticeable. We've got 3 smaller climbs around it, but I doubt those will matter. I would say only the last 2 matter, but I think the final one is where it's at. It's 17 kilometers long. That's really large for a hill, in a hill stage. It's crazy. Passo Scala, 4.7% average and 11.7% max. We've got a full downhill towards the finish line then, but gotta keep in mind that there's a small hill near there. But then again, the downhill is big enough that you can recover before that small hill and survive. So I think it's gonna be decisive to attack near the top and try and get a bit of a gap on the rest. I believe this is the stage where we can make a difference. I hope it's a good difference. The fourth stage is an interesting one as well. Even though it doesn't look as amazing on the profile, we've got a circuit near the end that ends up in a bit of a hill thing. The Via Niccolo Machiavelli. And let us be honest, this is the kind of hill that I can use because we've seen plenty of times in Pro Cycling Manager that a hill in the final 5 kilometers, the final 10 kilometers can be very decisive with just the smallest of attacks. So I'll most likely just try and attack on this one. Maybe make a difference as well. Otherwise, it might just end up in a sprint. Ooh, this one hurts. Didn't notice this was in it. Lucca to Pisa, and it is a team time trial. Fuck my life. 23 kilometers? Oh god. How will I prepare for this? People, if you watch this episode, and you know how to ride this stage, please tell me. Please tell me, because I'm not good at these. And I'm afraid that I'm gonna fuck something up and lose like a minute on this. I sincerely hope I won't though. I also just don't have the best team to do so. Another flat stage comes up, a real one now, from Pisa to Piombino. It is 184 kilometers, almost no climbing in it near the end, but there is some climbing in the middle, so KOM fighting will happen. But again, that just doesn't matter for us, so this most likely will be a bit of a dead stage for us. What I'm looking forward to is this one, from Portoferraio to Portoferraio. We've got a bit of a circuit apparently in the name, but I can't see a circuit on the profile. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just that we end on a circuit. That's very possible. The Elba show circuit. Now, we've got 2 climbs near the end. The Poggio is in here. My goodness. I'm looking forward to the stage. The Poggio and the Monte Aurelio. We've got a few more things before that, but I doubt those will really matter. Very good looking stage though. We start off with the Poggio, and we have the Poggio in the last 20 kilometers. So is this the Poggio, or is this just a random Poggio? That's an important question. I would have said we entered the first mountain stage, but it's still a hill stage according to this. We've got the stage from Grosseto to Monte Cetona, and it has an uphill finish. 6.1% average, 12% max, 8.5 kilometers. I would honestly say this is a mountain stage because of that. Stage 9 is a bit of a dead stage, for us at least. Great sprint stage though. We've got a bit of a mountain at the start, but just flows into a flat circuit near the end, and it will most likely end up in a mass sprint. The 10th stage will be interesting because I like stage that you don't really have the ability to guess what it will end up as, because honestly, you can win with a sprinter on this parkour. Most likely it's going to be a hilly sprinter. I don't think I can get away with my rider on this, but we've seen a few times in the past that these kind of stages have a bit of an attack near the end from some random hill rider with about 5k to go, and if you follow the right wheel and you magically get in the wheel that brings you to total victory on this stage, then it's great. I doubt that will happen though, gotta warn you. I think this is gonna be in a bit of a hilly sprint scenario. And now this is where it starts. Stage 11, flat start, a launch towards the first of the 5 climbs of the day, the Monte Fiorino. We've got the Passo delle Radici. The third one is the Cimoncino. The fourth one is the Monte Cimone. And we finish on the Monte Abetone. So that last climb is not the steepest, but 6% is still very interesting. Second to last one is a bit steeper, but again, not the steepest either. They do have maximums of like 10 to 14%. These first 2 climbs most likely won't matter too much. This one does look a bit steeper, but then again its max is a bit lower. Stage 12, this is an interesting one for me. Ending on the Monte Zoncolan. There we go, 9.3% average, 17.8% max. I love this climb in Pro Cycling Manager, and I look forward to riding it. The day after we go through so many mountains is not even really countable. The most important ones are the first category ones. We've got the Passo Giao, we have the Passo Ferraya, and the Passo Pordoi to finish it off with a downhill ending towards the finish line. One of the more beautiful stages in this game comes on the 14th day, and it starts in Araba. We go directly uphill to the Passo di Campolongo, another climb after that, the Passo Gardena, a huge cup, pretty much, a teacup, towards the top of the Passo di Monte Giovo. Then downwards again, we have the Passo delle Erbe, and then downhill towards the finish line, which is the Plan de Corone, 7%, 19.4% max, so what a climb. Very decisive stage, I would expect. The 15th stage is a dead stage, I can tell you that. Nonetheless, it's a bit of a shorter one. Stage 17 is an interesting one again for us, because we've got plenty of climbing to do on that day. This Giro has so many climbs, like, it's very incomparable to Grand Tours of this era, because I feel like we don't have many stages anymore that have like climbs from start to end all over. And this is an example of that. We don't have a finishing climb here though, which I honestly like, because it makes the races more unexpected. If we end up uphill, then it might be a bit easier for us. I don't want to directly say that, because if I flop in this Giro d'Italia, then it's not going to be that easy. Nonetheless, I really like downhill endings, mainly because it gives a bit of an unexpected feeling to it. You gotta anticipate a bit before the finish line. You can't just wait till the last final 5 kilometers. What really surprised me was the 50-kilometer time trial. It's been a while since I've seen one of these in a Grand Tour in real life. Reminds me of like pre-Contador days maybe even. Anyway, 50 kilometers, relatively flat, so most likely won't have much climbing. One hill in it, but let's be honest, it's not that large on the profile. Maybe that's because the distance is just a bit high. I don't know. Just feels like it's not that big of a climb. The 19th stage, we've got a huge climb near the end. That is the Colle San Carlo. It is relatively steep again. It's got so many steep climbs this Giro. 8.5% average, 17.4% max, mainly at the start of the climb, and a downhill finish pretty much. So, gotta attack near the top here, else you're not gonna make it. What a stage. This happens a lot in the Giro, that the second to last stage has a bit of a half climb as the last one. I don't know why, but I've noticed that a lot. This stage is really good. I'm gonna tell you that, because we start off right here towards the Colle San Carlo. We have the Colle del Piccolo San Bernardo. Then a big one, out of category, I think one of the only ones in the Giro, the Cima copy of the Giro, Colle dell'Iseran. And I think this is the climb that in the Tour de France of 2019, so this year, or actually maybe last year, because I'm recording this the 30th of December, but I'm not sure I'm going to be able to upload this before New Year. On that note, Happy New Year, everybody. Anyway, now, what was I talking about again? Col d'Iseran. We've got the Tour de France of 2019. That was the climb that was the final section of that climb that got cancelled halfway. The time on this stop was used, so yeah, maybe this time let's hope no weather ruins the stage and let's hope we can finish the whole thing here. After this run, we go to the Colle del Moncenisio, something like that. Playing downhill towards an intermediate sprint out of nowhere, not sure why. And then the Colle del Finestre, another big one. And then we have Sestriere as the finish line. So looking forward to it. Sestriere ain't going to be a big one for actual results, so it's going to have to happen on Finestre a bit. And this Giro d'Italia finishes off in Milano as pretty much a lot of the times, I think almost always. I can't really tell you actually. I'm doubting now. Anyway, I think it's on in Milano pretty much every time. 181 kilometers, pure flatness, and it's most likely going to be a sprint, but it's also going to be a sprint where we dedicate everything towards the winner of the Giro d'Italia, which hopefully is us. As explained, our adventure starts in Milano for the ITT of 8.7 kilometers. It's a prologue according to the stats as it's under 20 kilometers, so it's not ideal for us because we only have like 72 prologue. Nonetheless, our 76 time trial does count for a small bit, and that would mean that we could potentially get a top 20-ish here. It doesn't really matter yet. I just don't want to lose too much time towards the first people because most likely there's going to be a good time trialist GC rider here, and I hope they just don't get too much time on me on this first stage. Let's also take a look at the riders that are contending here. We've got Ardia at Movistar, Bernal at Ineos, Bardet at Age Desert. We've got no climber, it seems, at Lotto. Cyanide Studios maybe has a Hirt here available. Carfi, I'm not sure where he's at when it comes to stats, but he was a pain in the ass last year in our second season. The Koenig doesn't seem to have a big gun, but I don't know who Ari is, so quite curious about that. Then Trek doesn't look too interesting. Ciccone with his 77 mountain definitely won't do the job. Lopez at Astana, that's going to be interesting. So Lopez and Bernal are the big ones for me so far. I don't think Ardia is up there yet. Nibali is here. That's a good one for sure. I'm not sure if he degraded a bit over the years in this game. I think he's still 82 mountain, but I'm curious to take a look at it. Jumbo doesn't seem to have a big gun. We have Sunweb with only Case Bull, but I'm not sure where he's at when it comes to stats. Same for Kemna, to be honest. Youth riders that probably grew a lot, but I can't tell you yet. Sosa's here for UAE, winner of the Catalunya. I still have my grudges against him. Mitchelton is here with Hamilton as leader, I would say. Formulo's here as well, but I don't think his mountain is that high. McNulphy's here for Dimension Data. I'm very curious what his climbing is at. The last couple of teams are the following. We have ourselves at Cofidis. Buchmann is here for Bora Hansgrohe together with Maika. No real climbers at Total. We have Humanized Scissor and so forth at Israel, so don't care. Masnada at Androni. I'm also quite interested in the stats of Masnada because he grew a lot in real life in 2019, so I don't know. I just want to know his stats. And the other two teams don't really have anyone very noticeable, I would say. It honestly does not look like we have very big guns when it comes to Prologue. No real GC favorites in here. So that's a good part. Hopefully we can hang on and potentially perform one of the best of the GC guys. Bernal and what's the other guy again? Totally forgot. Bernal and Lopez are not the best time trialists, so we could take advantage of that. We really can. Anyway, I think that's it for the stage presentation. Let's dive in. Since this is Pro Cyclist, I can't directly show any other riders, so I'll most likely focus on my own in this TT, and then I guess I'll check out the podiums and roughly know where we're at. One really big advantage is that if it somehow results into a boxing match, we have Buhani to make us come out on top. So that's one big extra we have in our squad. I think we're about to start after you, or is there one extra rider? Nope, it's us. It is 8 kilometers, so I think I'm gonna go pretty high already, like 86-ish, might be too much, 83. Let's try that and see if I need to change it along the way. It looks like it's a bit too much. Let's go for 81. And hopefully that tries to shimmer down the difference between our distance and our yellow bar. Let's go 80. I'm a bit scared that I'm overdoing it. Turning into this corner. Let's take a look. Buchmann is currently first at the first intermediate ahead of Terpstra. Didn't know he was a good T-tier. These cars are parked on the fucking roundabout. That is very safe. Fourth on 2 seconds. That's excellent, pretty much. We've got a +4 on prologue, so that's kind of as expected. I think I'll have to go 78 if I want to really match it perfectly. It goes a bit uphill as well, so might be a bit too much still. Is that a final kilometer? No, it's 2 kilometers to go. Let's go 77. 1.5 to go. 77 might actually be perfect. Terpstra is first on the finish line. Can we change that? I doubt it, but let us check though. Let's go towards 78 in this last section. And we come 16th on 11 seconds. Nicky Terpstra takes the first time trial. I think we finish roughly 18 for something. There we go. The first Maglia Rosa is for Nicky Terpstra as well. Soler is in second there, Buchmann in third. So Buchmann did a really good job for GC. Very surprising and very unexpected. I did not know about his time trial capabilities. I forgot about this, but we're also in the youth classification and Bernal is currently in that. So it looks like we have 4 seconds behind Bernal at the moment. Not terrible, nothing bad. Taking a quick look at the overall results of this ITT, we see that Bernal and Lopez are in the top 10 on 8 seconds. We finished 17th on 12 seconds, so that's a 4-second loss. It's not that bad. I did my best, and I don't think there's much more we could do in this kind of ITT at the start. Anyway, let's continue onwards and take a look at the second stage. I mentioned it before, what I really love about this second stage is that we go over the Passo del Turchino, the middle climb of Milano-Sanremo. I obviously won't do much in the stage, I would say, because it's literally like 1% average. But it's a small gesture towards Milano-Sanremo, and that's what I adore about it. We started off in Milano at the start of the Giro, and we are cruising through the route that is Milano-Sanremo as well. So, very interesting concept, and I like it. Oh god, it has arrived. Our high-scale goal has arrived. Finish top of the overall general classification. We need to win the Giro d'Italia. And I believe it's very much possible. But I can say that we've had lots of trouble throughout the season to do good in any World Tour race. So being able to win it, it's not going to be an easy task. That is for sure. Let me zoom out a bit and set ourselves up a bit closer to the front, but not this close at least. Let us get ourselves protected. Chatou can do that. Yes, indeed. This stage is obviously not the perfect stage for us. I am most likely going to wait out the storm and potentially sprint for it in the end, because we've got a small uphill section in the last kilometer, so you never know. There's always a possibility that some random PCM thing makes us win. So we're gonna try our best and see what happens. I'm trying massively to set up a small train with Whitens at the front, but I just can't seem to get through the peloton because it's like turns left, right, and it's really hard, but this might be my opportunity. Let's try Effortgelse and move forward throughout the peloton. 8.9 kilometers. Breakaway still has some seconds, but the pink jersey is behind by a minute. Holy crap. That's kind of unexpected, but Nibali's pacing for Garosio. Or for their sprinter most likely, Colbrelli then. I'm just gonna go for it. It's worth it. This way we'll definitely be in the top 10 most likely, I would say. I'll go towards 90 now with Whitens. We've got Smith going for Gaviria. Can we catch this breakaway still? I would say we could. Let's go 99 on Whitens. Buda's gonna do the lead out for me. That's gonna be very ineffective because, yeah, he's gonna outsprint me by ages. Whitens, yes, not yet. I'll go, not yet. I'm awaiting the last moment because we're not gonna make it till the finish line if we sprint now with Buda, but we're gonna do it anyway. Buda goes for it. Come on. This is not perfect at all because this group is now fucking us up. Let's try and outsprint them somehow. Let's go past the breakaway. Come on, we're going through. Oh no, Toto's gonna win it. We're gonna lose to a breakaway rider. Gaviria comes through. What a finish. Paolo Toto wins the stage ahead of Gaviria, Evangelista, Chimulai and Nasen. What the hell happened here? 24 people, a half a minute gap towards this group. No, towards these two riders coming up. Who is that? That's these two, and then a 30-second gap to this group. Let us hope that PCM actually counts this gap this time around. Oh my goodness, what a finish. This last 5 kilometers was literally insane. I really enjoyed that. Paolo Toto, a stage win for Vini Fantini. What a start for them. What a real start. I would like to take a look at DGC though, because that will be very interesting. Holy crap, we're 5th. Gaviria is in pink, and we did take time on the two people that we were looking at. No, actually, Lopez is still ahead of us, but Bernal is pretty much out of the top 10, so that's perfect. Great step forward for us. 5th place in GC after day 2. It looks like we're wearing white because of it. Evenepoel is in the same time, but I think we're a much better climber than him, so that should not be an issue. Where the hell is Bernal? He's not in a minute. What happened to Bernal? Holy crap, Bernal lost 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I did not even see what happened. I would guess he crashed. Otherwise that isn't happening. That's a major setback for him. And a major step forward for us. It's always harsh when you gain a lot when someone else has bad luck, but not gonna lie, this Pro Cycling Manager, I don't give a shit. They don't have feelings, these AI. A swift look though at GC brings us on 4 seconds still of Lopez, 6 seconds behind Bardet, and for the rest I see Lucas Hamilton here for GC. That's pretty much it for the first few. I don't know about Ardea, what are its stats? 84 mountain! Holy fuck! He's one of our biggest contenders! Andres Camillo Ardea. I don't see that coming at all. Oh goodness, that has me shook. That's holy. Colombia, man. Keeps on bringing talent. We've got Formolo, not that important. Yeah. Holy crap, Ardea. I did not expect that at all. So Lopez and Ardea are our big guns that we are up against, but they're not really. But Ardea is definitely gonna be competition. That is for sure. We could take care of him in the final TT though, so if we don't lose too much time, we should be able to gain time there. But that's a real surprise. And not a very happy one. Forgot to show this after the last stage where we did get our objective of getting the top 20. We're supposedly doing bad by being 5th in GC at the moment, but I would certainly disagree. First in youth, we got 5th in the stage, so they're happy about that. Plus 16 points. That's great. On to the third one, I guess. A really interesting stage that could potentially stir things up already. Could be a good chance for Bernal to come back a bit. He's definitely going to get some space if he attacks on the final climb. For the other favorites, will not care about him when he's 4 minutes behind. Gotta watch out for that. We do still care. We gotta keep him behind us. But we gotta take a look at those two men that will definitely endanger our possibilities. That is Lopez and the other person, Ardea. I'm not so scared about Sosa yet. I'm not sure what his stats are, but I think it was 81 just a month ago in game, so I doubt it has grown much. Anyway, let's get going. Anyway, parkour-wise, we do have this final climb, the Passo Scala. Not the steepest, but will matter. Attacking at the top will definitely bring us into the downhill with a proper chance of winning the stage if we have a gap. Of course, then we need to create the gap first, so that's going to be our goal. Our goal continues as said, but this time around we start off in the white jersey instead of our World Championships one. I don't know what I prefer. I kind of like this shirt more now because I feel like we've ridden in the World Championship one a lot, and yeah, it's kind of become our default jersey, so in the end, I'm starting to like riding in leaders jerseys again. Last stage I was joking about Buhani and his boxing matches, but this guy is the perfect bodyguard. I'm gonna use him to protect me because yeah, let's be honest, if anyone hits me or something throughout the race, he's gonna be the guy that hits back. What the hell is going on? I've got no clue what's going on. That's just odd. Look at it. This peloton is a mess and it's so gonna split up. And I'm in a very bad position, but these hills are really bad. And they're hurting a lot. And they don't make sense. Anyway, it's very early on in the race. I just hope that the parkour becomes a bit better throughout the stage. Got a lot of small hills. Let's hope that doesn't get influenced the same way. I've got the feeling this is going to be a really hard race to do, with the peloton just splitting up on every small hill because they're not entirely well made. I think this is a community Giro because, no offense to the creator, it's just noticeable with the hills that are a bit too extravagant, and because of that you have these kind of terrains and they just break the AI a bit, and that's a bit sad. Not gonna lie, it could also just be because the peloton rides at a very high pace. They just keep on pacing on every small hill. It's just mad. An example is, for example, this one, 6% for the smallest of hills, and that's obviously gonna make a huge split up here. As you can see, 22 people gone. The smallest of hills on the map, but it does matter. Yeah, it's a bit devastating for the peloton, that's for sure. We gotta watch out ourselves. The riders are starting the ascension of the Monte Fiore. The first section of the categorized section is relatively flat. Then we go pretty much uphill for, I think it's around 6 to 7%. It has a max of, I think, let's take a look, 14.9. That's just before the top, so gotta watch out that nobody attacks there. Oh, nice view of a tree there. I'm gonna lower my camera for a bit. And that did help, it seems. Now, I'm most likely gonna wait on the Passo Scala because I'm in a pretty good position in GC, so I don't feel like I'm the guy that needs to attack. Definitely because we have the best TT stats of the riders that we are up against. So, yeah, I'm gonna wait, and I'm gonna use my full force on the final climb. After topping the Monte Fiore, we've already lost the pink jersey. It's 60 people left and everybody's just dead. It is really weird to ride this stage. At this point, if I just attack at the bottom of the next climb, I might just drop everyone, but I will not take that risk just for the sakes of me wanting to win this Giro. As we are closing in on the next ascension, let's get these guys to protect me again because they have come back. And let us take a look at our most important competitors. Where's Lopez at? He's right here. I want to observe him. If I click on him again, we can see his bars full yellow. And Ardea is, I think, on the same spot. No, that's Soler. Where is Ardea? That's Conti. Where is Ardea? I'm blind. On the left here? That's Biscara. Does he have a special jersey maybe? I don't know. Oh my god. It's happening again. I'm just blind. I'm gonna pause it for a second. Movistar. That's a Spanish flag. That's right here. Oh goodness, he was at the front. Yes, he's wearing a different jersey. Come on, give me a break. Let's take a look. Full yellow, of course, because we've just done a downhill. Can I do more? Yes, I can do 3 more. Let's also take a look at... Where is he at? Bernal. He's still an important competitor. Can't do that. Maybe because I'm standing still? No, because I can see his bars already. Okay, full yellow. And that means that the other skills that we have, so information and I think passion, also shows bars if you know the rider's good enough. That's an interesting concept. I didn't know that. Sosa is interesting as well. Let's observe him. And I think that's roughly about it because the climb's about to start and I want to be looking at the front of the race and not getting blocked on the right here. Paulson Hagen, I don't care about you. McNulphy is important. Or is he not? I don't know. Let's take a look. Where is he at? 77 mountain already. It's pretty cool. Looks like we've got movement of the squad of Bardet. I don't know where he's at. I think he's a bit below here. That's Chenier. I'm going to pause it again to look at Bardet as well. He's losing energy already, but we are as well. So, yeah. Lopez seems to be doing the same, but a bit more than me. Which is interesting to look at. That's good. 10 kilometers of climbing. Break is 4 minutes ahead, but I don't give a crap about it. The funniest part is that Toto's in the break again, so he might just make a double out of it. That would be amazing. I'd support that. I would really do that. Gaviria on the right. How is he still surviving? No one knows. Ardea is losing so much energy already. I think he's suffering under secondaries, but then again we are as well. Our secondaries are lower on paper here. He's got more resistance. Let's be ready for any attack. Martin is done. Let's move towards the left because we've got open space and Buchmann is going. He's got 51 seconds of deficit towards the leader, that is Gaviria, so that won't matter, but I will respond to that because I do feel like we can with our acceleration stat. Let's take a look what he can do with that. I'm gonna stay in his wheel and not do much anymore. Just stay in the wheel of Buchmann, as perfect as we can. 12 seconds to the next group. Delier just closed the gap with ease. Is that an attack by Bardet? No, it is not. We have some time to pace, I think. I will pace. I will indeed pace. I will definitely pace. That was Buchmann attacking again, I think. For some reason, my rider blocked it on instinct. I want to attack myself with around 1k to go, because then we have roughly enough time to really go for it. We're closing down towards Toto. Sorry, my friend, you're not going to win today's stage. We are doing damage, and this is actually quite good. 1 kilometer towards the top. Rizebeke in our wheel. If we attack now, we've got a bit of a gap. I'm going to do exactly that. There we go. Nassen goes. And we've got no one really responding. Buchmann is trying. Bernal as well. I think we're going to be near the front with a few riders. Buchmann dies, and it opens up a gap for us. We've got plenty of energy to cross the top and have a lead. We do acrobatic descent. This is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. 14 seconds to the next group. We're going hardcore with that acrobatic descent. The moment this hill hits, we need to go 99 and just keep on going. 20 seconds on the rest. Let's hope we don't crash. Oh god. I'm getting scared now. These are very, very scary corners. Our bar is full white. This is pure recipe for disaster. What have I done? Oh no, come on, don't crash. 33 seconds, we're going to pink. We're gonna get pink today. I can feel it. If we can survive the stage at least, because looks like Nassen's about to die in some hella corner. This is a section where we need to go 99. We will do exactly that. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 99 to shit. 46 seconds on the group. Oh my goodness, this is gold. This is gold. Uphill section. Let's go for it. Let's go for an all-out attack here even. There we go. Put everything you have in this. 50 seconds. We're attacking again on no one. Because we're alone. Can we do acrobatic descent already? No, we can't. Yes, we can again. Let's do it again. There we go. 5 kilometers to go, pretty much. This is perfect. 1 minute and 1 second on the next group. And we are taking plenty of time on the other favorites. Oh god, this race is actually becoming harder. With 3k to go, it looks like our yellow is almost gone. And this is the final kilometer now. Perfect. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Hands in the air. I don't care. Let's take a look at this beautiful picture. We win the third stage of this Giro and we take roughly a minute on Lopez. Then 20 seconds again on the next group with Nibali, Bernal, Calandra, Ardia and such. Who the hell is Calandra? Was he in the breakaway or is he a special lad? Before the race even started, this tasted like opportunity, and it really was. 55 seconds on Lopez, 1 minute and 17 on the rest of the bunch. Ludovico Calandra, I'm so curious what he's at, but this was magnificent for us. Hello, Maglia Rossa. Absolutely beautiful. Our first Grand Tour Leaders jersey with this save. And yeah, just looks amazing. Let's take another glance at it. That pink jersey so not fits with the bottom red shorts, but I'll take it. I'll take everything. Shout out to Toto for being ahead of me in the points classification. Legend, Paolo Toto. When it comes to wide, we pretty much suffocated Bernal and Ardia. Ardia is now on 2 minutes pretty much. That's amazing. I have to be really honest, after the Basque Country we did, after the Catalonia we did, I was so scared about not having a chance of potentially winning this Giro d'Italia, but after this stage, my beliefs are 100% that we can win it, and this is pure gold. This stage was amazing for us, and we gained so much time on favorites that could really endanger us near the end of this Giro, so this is perfect. And we're not even in a fitness peak, which makes it so much better because accidentally we fitness peaked just before the Giro, which is a disappointing fact. If you look at GC, we do see that we have 55 seconds on Lopez, 1 minute 21 on Bardet, 1:55 on Ardia, 2 minutes and 8 on both Buchmann and Evenepoel, who's doing quite well in this Giro so far. I don't think he'll survive that long. Vincenzo Nibali on 7th. I'm curious about his mountain stats. Still 82, so he's disappointing. Calandra, I do not know what he is. I'm very curious. Sosa and Baumann. Baumann 77, that's also pretty good. Yeah, some surprises when it comes to young riders so far, but I'm very happy about this stage. And so is my manager apparently, because we get 30 points on this one, plus 3% manager satisfaction. I do think we can get to level 20 very soon, in about 1 or 2 or 3 stages, depending on what we do of course. As I will most likely split this Giro up in 5 episodes, so 4 stages per episode, and then the final one will have 5. That means that this is the last stage of this episode. You've had an excellent one so far, and I would love to expand on that by getting a good result here. It's not exactly 100% a proper stage for us as it's classified as a flat stage, but we've heard that before. We've got a hill near the end. It's 3% average, 8% max. Not entirely the biggest hill, but it is something, and I believe if we plan it very carefully, we could potentially just attack away there. Then again, sprinter teams will most likely control the race, so I guess we'll just find out if it's possible or not. Now, we are in the leader's jersey, so that means that we just need to defend this goal from now on. We don't need to fight for it with attacks. I'm going to try and still do attacks because otherwise it's pretty much a boring series where I just follow people. That would be a bit boring, so I'll try my best to make it as entertaining as possible still, and hopefully we don't lose our pink jersey because I'm doing so. On this stage, as I said, I'll just try to attack on the final climb, so I guess I'm relatively gonna skip towards that, unless something interesting happens. I kind of do want to watch out a bit because this circuit does have way more corners than I expected it to be. Now, who has more flat? Holy crap, Chateau, 77 flat. You are excellent for this job. Gonna put you in flat position. Cardi's gonna try and bring this sprint train forward. Yes, I'm saying sprint train, even though I've got a GC leader at the back. I know, I'm just trying to sprint with my GC leader. I know it makes no sense in realistic views, but it's a game. Let me have my fun. Cardi goes for it on the left. Let's pass as many riders as I can to position. Cardi just stopped riding for me. Why? I just lost Cardi. That's kidnapping. Rider napping. Something like that. 9.5k to go. We gotta launch at 4.5 if you have 3 riders, so maybe a bit later preferably. Just don't like the fact that this corner just kills everybody. Where is me? Oh, there we are. We're losing red because of that. That's sad. 7.2k to go. Looks like the sprint trains are setting things up. 6.7. This is an uphill section. I forgot about this. Holy crap, I should have attacked here. Oh no. That was my cue. That was my cue. I forgot about it. I was going straight for the sprint. No. This is not what I hoped for. This is a moment. This is a moment. This is a moment. Come on. This is a moment. Come on, come on, come on. We've got 6 seconds. 99 to shit. 99 to shit. Come on. Let me go into the descent acrobatically. Come on. No? Aerodynamic positioning then. 12 seconds. Energy gel. Why do I have this? Oh, I should have used it. Let's go. 99. Just do it. Just do it. Come on. Just do it, man. Just do it. Just win it. Oh no. Philipsen sprinting. Philipsen sprinting. 500 meters. No! Ah! I hate it. Oh, fuck. I had a dream of 2 stages in a row, but the game just took that away from me in such a forceful way. A moment of happiness followed by a huge moment of sadness. Nonetheless, great stage for us. I think there was a small gap in the peloton, but I'm not sure the game counted it. I saw something of 16 people. Looking at DGC, I don't see any differences, so I guess the gap was not there or not counted. Yes, our lifelong goal is here. The purple jersey. Beautiful. I think it's purple. I would say it's purple. Probably some variant of purple at least. Paolo Toto second in that. I'm sorry, my man. Honestly, 3 of these 4 stages have been really entertaining to play. And I hope entertaining to watch for you guys. The first ITT, meh, a bit boring, kind of. But in the end we did pretty decent in it. Wasn't terrible, wasn't great. Just average, I would say. Second stage, very entertaining finish, not really our stage. Third stage, very entertaining finish, our stage. And the fourth one, again, not really our stage, but we did make it quite fun in the end, and I enjoyed it. That is the most important part about playing a game, that you enjoy it. We do get a quick 11 points for that, 300 points next level. Happiness is at 100% again, so we can't really exceed that. I don't know, I feel like it's way too easy to make your manager happy. There should be harder tasks because, like, let's be honest, I've never even been under 90% after doing a race in any pro cyclist I've done, I think. Because it only reduces over time if you don't race. So my worst one was when we were injured during the first or second season for 4 months. Then we lowered a lot, but after a race, it's relatively difficult not to do everything that your manager asks you. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like the tasks are a bit too easy. I think that's roughly about it for these first 4 stages. I really enjoyed it. Great. Before we end though, I would like to take a look at our contracts thing because we look like we had a bit of an upgrade. Yeah, it looks like Direct Energy is very interested. Dimension Data as well. Corendon as well. The other teams went up a small bit as well. Quite interesting. Happened just after the third stage we won, so I waited a bit until the end to be able to take a look at this. Anyway, I think that's about it. In the next episode, we're going to take on the next 4 stages, and those are the following. The devastatingly scary TTT. Very scared about that one. I hope I can do decently. It's good that we took some time because I'm most likely losing a minute then. Also this one, it's a flat stage, a bit of a hill in the end, but I doubt that will matter. I think this is going to be our biggest filler stage in this episode because then we move into the Poggio stage with the Poggio at the start and the Poggio at the end. That looks like a very different climb, so I'm not sure what Poggio is a real Poggio and what Poggio is the fake Poggio. Yeah, I'm calling it. There's a fake Poggio in the stage. And then stage 8 is this one. We finish on the Monte Cetona. Looking forward to this one. It's a bit more mountainous than the stage we had so far. Then again, our third stage was relatively mountainous in my opinion. I enjoyed it. I really did. Hope you did as well. I think that's about it for this episode. Tap that like button if you did like it. If you did not, tell me what's wrong. Make it better for you next time. Goodbye, guys.